In this video, we're going to be changing the transmission mount on this 1985 F150 with the 4.9 liter inline six, four-wheel drive with the 208 new process transfer case and the T18 four-speed manual transmission. Let's get started. Okay, I have this new transmission mount, which appears to match the OE mount that's presently in the truck. And I've checked the center to center measurements on these mounting holes, as well as center to center on the two studs. They do match the OE mount. Let's get underway. To get underway, I have the electric impact, though you could use a ratchet, socket set, the block of wood, and floor jack. Making our way under the truck, we see the transfer case, which attaches to the transmission. And there's the bottom of the transmission, the four-speed manual, the cast iron T18. And the transmission mount is there. You have the two nuts on the bottom of said mount. And up here you have one bolt on the passenger side and one bolt on the driver's side. So I'm going to pull those two bolts as well as these two nuts. This is requiring a 3/4 inch wrench to get the two bolts off on the sides here. And the two nuts on the bottom of the transmission mount are 11/16. So we're going to zip those off with the impact. Now with both of the nuts removed, we set those aside, and they also have the washers affixed to them. Very nice touch. Okay, the jack is now under the center of the transmission, and we will elevate it just enough to get the transmission up as high as we can get it without damaging anything. I jacked the transmission up very slowly to the point where the top of the transmission or transfer case just made contact with the cab, and then I stopped. And of course, I still had some exposed studs. However, there's enough space that I'm able to work this transmission mount out. I was able to work the old mount out. I'm going to clean up the contact surfaces, inspect for cracks and such, and then lay in the new mount. Something very, very important to note: the little slots on the mount are slightly closer to this front edge than the rear edge, right? There's more material here than here. Some mounts will come with the word rear stamped on the rear. This one, however, did not, but just know that this wider area points toward the back of the truck. Okay, I've got both of the side mount bolts started. The studs are lying in their respective holes, and we're going to very slowly lower the transmission and tighten the hardware to specifications. Okay, the mounting bolts are tightened down. I have the nuts just started on the underside of the mount, and you need to double check the torque specifications, but According to the internet, the specification is 35 to 50 foot-pounds. So I'm going to run it in between. I'm going to run them up to 42 foot-pounds. Torque wrench and the 11/16 socket. And that concludes this entertainment video. Everything buttoned up nicely. I talk about torque specifications a lot, though sometimes I'm too lazy to provide them. Always look them up, confirm them, tighten every fastener to the correct torque value. Otherwise, catastrophic things could happen, and we don't want that. Until next time, be well and happy wrenching.